Ipswich Town now have company in the Premier League record books after Southampton was slaughtered 9-0 by Leicester City last Friday, equalling Town's famous thumping by the same scoreline at Old Trafford back in March 1995. There's a few links between the two games as well. For a start, there was Schmeichel in goal for both winning sides. Peter was United's stopper in 1995, while his son Casper kept a clean sheet at St Mary's. Former Norwich City stopper Angus Gunn, son of ex-Canary Brian, was an unfortunate man between the sticks for Southampton, and it was former Ipswich boss Roy Keane who opened the scoring that day in 1995, as Annie Cole bagged 5, Mark Hughes netted twice, and Paul Ince also notched. So let's take a look at the Town side which started that game 24 years ago. The man who was unfortunately in goal that day was Craig Forrest, who made over 300 appearances for the Blues during his time at Portman Road, with this game not one to remember. The mullet-haired, tracksuit bottom-wearing keeper left Town in the summer of 1997 to join West Ham, where he finished his career in 2002, and during his time there he suffered another heavy defeat at the hands of United when they beat West Ham 7-1 in 2000. Frank Yallop, another player who made over 300 appearances for Town during his spell at Portman Road. For this game he had previously scored against Man United in the Premier League in the 2-1 win at Portman Road in 1993. He left Town in 1996 to join MLS side Tampa Bay Immunity, where he finished his career and retired in 1998. A club legend who couldn't stay away from Portman Road. John Walk was back at Town in his third spell at the club, reborn as a centre defender, but you won't remember this one fondly. During his 3 spells at the club, he scored 179 goals in 679 games before he retired from football at the end of the 1996-97 season. Another player who made over 300 appearances during his time at Portman Road, David Liddicombe was the centre of defence with Walk that day as 9 goals went flying in. He captained the team to the newly formed Premier League in 1992 and stayed at Town until 1996 when he joined Blackpool under Sam Allardyce. At left back that day we had Neil Thompson, another memorable Town player for the 90s. He made over 200 appearances during his time at Portman Road. He saw action in just 10 games in the 1994-95 season, including this defeat. He left the Blues to join Barnsley in the summer of 1996. A player who made over 100 appearances during his time at Town, Steve Palmer was another bit part player during the 1994-95 season and left the Blues to join QPR for the 1995-96 season. Another notable name from the 90s, Geraint Williams made over 200 appearances during his time at Portman Road, before he left Town to join Colchester United in 1998. The man who was wearing the captain's armband that day was Steve Sedgley. He had just joined the Blues in the summer from Tottenham and went on to make over 100 appearances for Town. He left the club in the summer of 1997 to join the Wolves. The last midfielder that day was Stuart Slater, who was playing what was his final full season at Portman Road, after making 88 appearances during his time at Portman Road, before joining Watford in 1996 after a trial spell at Leicester City. First up front we had Lee Chapman, who had just joined the Blues from West Ham in November 1994. He had a very uneventful spell at Portman Road though, scoring just once in 25 appearances. He left Portman Road to join Swansea City in 1996 after a brief loan spell at Leeds United. And finally in the starting 11 we had Alex Matty, who had only joined Town a month prior to the game from Newcastle. He scored 47 goals in 100 plus games for Town before he returned to Scotland to join Dundee United in 1998. So there we have it. But what are your memories of that day? And are you, as Craig Forrest said after the Southampton defeat, happy that the Saints didn't concede 10 to break the record? Let us know.